Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Smith. Welcome to our Men's Health Movement Freedom Through Fitness, all about how to develop lifestyle habits that allow you to thrive and live your best quality of life possible. That's what we're really all about here at New Life Chiropractic, is helping empower you to live a healthier life naturally through drug-free solutions to help your body heal itself and function optimally. So if you're ready to live your best life, if you want to get more fit and healthy, have more energy and vitality, be able to do all the things you want and do, you are in the right place. That's exactly what we're talking about here today. So the reason I share these types of things is because the real definition of doctor is teacher. Chiropractic and these principles have changed and saved my life for the better. And I've made it my mission, my passion, my journey to share these principles to help as many people as possible live their best life too. Because you deserve to be healthy. That's what's natural, that's what's normal. And unfortunately, our society is not teaching people how to be healthy, how to thrive and survive, but really just to get by. And that's not okay. I've spent a lot of time studying, learning about these natural lifestyle principles. This is how I raised my family and the things that I do in my health. And so you're getting 15, 20 years of research and study and clinical experience all in this 1 hour workshop with actionable steps that you can start applying right away. And I encourage you to share this with other friends and family. This is going to go live on our YouTube channel. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure that you click that button so you get alerts on all of our upcoming health content, all of our workshops, all of our training videos to help continue to inspire and educate you on living your best life. And that's really our mission here at New Life Chiropractic, is to empower you and your family to live that healthy life, to provide you with natural 5 essentials resources and guide you through the process of getting and staying well through chiropractic and holistic healthcare. So when we look at that here, the reason why this is so vital is because most people are not living a healthy lifestyle. They're not proactive and preventative, they're reactive. Without a plan of being healthy, most likely you'll be building more dysfunction and disease. Here's just some of the bad news about what's going on in our country right now. Those who are inactive, not moving, not exercising regularly, they are at a much higher risk for lifestyle-related diseases like heart disease, stroke, depression, diabetes, cancer, and most likely that leads to an early and unnecessary death. So number 1 is we got to get you moving. Number 2, you need to start as early as possible. Now, only 12% of high school age students are what would be considered physically fit and are getting the recommended amount of exercise, which is only 150 minutes a week. That's crazy. In 168 hours per week, you're getting less than 150 minutes of movement. And that's led to an obesity epidemic. Over 4 times the adolescent number of obesity than we saw in the last 40 years, triple that for adults. So 3 to 4 times greater amount of obesity, which leads to more chronic health issues because we're not moving, we're not fit, and we're not healthy. So it's your lifestyle that's holding you back. And that's what we're going to focus on today. There's no shortcuts, there's no quick fix answers or solutions. So if you were looking for that today, I'm sorry, we don't have that for you. Real change comes in habits, comes in behaviors. It comes in consistency over time, doing the right things over and over again, having a plan and measuring that progress over time. So what do you value? A lot of people say their health is a priority to them, yet they don't dedicate the time, they don't dedicate the resources, you're not investing in yourself. Your health is your most vital asset, the number 1 place for you to invest your time, money, and energy. Because when you lose your health, what does that cost you? Time, money, and energy. I like to read, I like to study and learn, especially about people that are doing things well in their life. And I recently came across a study that talked about an individual who studied people at the end of life and asked them, what do they wish they had done differently? And all of them said they would trade the extra hours at work, they would trade the extra money just to have more time with their loved ones. that they invested more time in their health and those around them. And that's what I want for you. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till your health is gone. Don't wait till you're on your deathbed with regrets that you did something differently. If you really want to be healthy, the best time to start doing that is right now. Right now. So all these principles we're talking about, we're going to help you apply them now to get you out of the disease model, the model of American healthcare of sickness, dysfunction, and dis-ease, into healthcare, real health. Health doesn't come from a drug, doesn't come from a shot, or doesn't come from some type of test or surgery or medical procedure. That's the disease model. That's why we're one of the sickest countries in the world, because that's what we're told health is. Health is about taking care of your body naturally from the inside out. That's what we're really going to focus on. Because medicine is the study of disease and what causes people to die. Where chiropractic, yes, I'm a chiropractor. Chiropractic is the study of life and what makes you live. I hope you're here because you want to thrive and live your best life. Here's one dangerous belief. Drugs work. Medications are there to help you. Medications are the treatment of symptoms, the management of disease, not addressing the root cause of the issue, not helping you live a longer, healthier life. That's what holistic care is about this. I love this. Maybe you could read this here. I take aspirin for the headache caused by the Zyrtec I take for the hay fever. I got from Relinza for the uneasy stomach, from the Ritalin I take for the short attention span caused by the Scopoderm I take for motion sickness I got from the Lomotil I take for the diarrhea, and so on down the line. Because exercise, a good diet, regular chiropractic care are just too much trouble. We are a drugged society. We take more medications than any other country in the world, over the counter and prescribed, yet we're always at the bottom when it comes to healthcare. So the solution's not going to come in some new miracle drug. It's not going to come in some new miracle peptide or injection or some biohacking. It's about those habits and lifestyle, because your body's designed to be healthy. That's what's normal. That's what we want to focus on. How do we get you back to that healthy normal? Pain's not normal. Diagnosable disease is not normal. Low energy, digestive problem, weak immune system, attention problems, focus, that's not normal. That's unhealthy, abnormal processes. Healthy is what's normal. And that's what chiropractic is all about. That's what our office, New Life Chiropractic, and Max Living is all about. The 5 essentials of living a healthy life. That's what we're going to talk about today. I want to break these down for you. Number 1 is chiropractic care. You may be asking, well, how is chiropractic care the most important area of living a healthy life? I'm going to tell you. I'd like to share with you some of the things that maybe you don't know about how your body works. Your entire body is regulated from your brain stem, your spinal cord, and your nervous system. Your nervous system passes right through your spine. And those nerves, they connect to every cell, tissue, and organ in your entire body. Nothing functions without a message from the brain, through the spine, through the nervous system, out to your body. And those same messages go right back to your brain, adapting to what's going on around you. That's what your nervous system does. That's what chiropractic is affecting every single time that you get adjusted in a specific corrective manner. Now, what you get over time due to interference and stresses in your nervous system is what's called nervous system dysregulation. Nervous system dysregulation is when your body is in constant stress, sympathetic, right? That's fight or flight, that's constant, consistent stress, or parasympathetic, which is rest, digest. Now, ideally, we're able to go to sympathetic and parasympathetic throughout the day based upon what's going on around us. Due to our modern stressful lifestyle, most people are stuck in a chronic sympathetic stress state where the body is breaking down and shutting down. That leads to dysfunction and dis-ease. Many of you, we need to get you out of stress and back into balance again. When you have this autonomic nervous system dysregulation, it affects the other parts of your body. And one of the big things that affects your nervous system is your posture. A shift in posture has a significant effect on your overall physiological health. They know now rounded shoulders, forward head shift is associated with an increased risk of death due to atherosclerosis and heart disease. They know through these same studies that when your posture shifts forward, it's increasing all-cause mortality. This means that it's shortening your lifespan. Something as simple as posture. How much effort and focus do you put in your posture every single day? Men who lose 3 centimeters. You know how big 3 centimeters is? It's like that big. 3 centimeters. 60% more likely to die of heart and lung disease. Top cause of death in our country, heart disease. You can reduce that by 60% just by improving your posture. Does your doctor tell you that? Did you see that on an ad in TV? Does your insurance talk about that? No. Every doctor knows this, but only chiropractors look at your spine, your posture, and your nervous system. When you have poor posture, shifts in alignment, that's a condition called subluxation. Subluxation is not a back problem. Subluxation is a nerve problem. So when your spine shifts out of alignment, that's stage 1. That alignment issue causes soft tissue damage. This is your muscles, tendons, ligaments, discs, and nerves. Over time, those discs between your spine that regulate movement and function and help your body physically adapt to stress, well, they break down. Right? That can cause degenerative disc disease. This can lead to inflammation, spasms, back pain, nerve pain, headaches, numbness and tingling, joint pain, movement problems, stiffness, lack of mobility. That creates a nerve irritation. Those nerves, they affect the health and function of your body. This is now creating disease. Now, it only takes 2 weeks of subluxation to start causing soft tissue damage, inflammation, and nerve irritation. Within 6 weeks, that's starting to affect physiological function. And the longer you leave that there, the more damage it causes to your spine, causing disc herniation, disc thinning, disc degeneration and disease, eventually joint fixation and stress, leading to chronic stress. So you could see how uncorrected spine problems create continued health problems. That's why I love chiropractic, because we're addressing this on a regular basis. Subluxation creates nerve interference, and that affects your body's innate ability to heal and remain healthy. That is why the spine and the nervous system is the most vital part of your body, because it regulates your health. And the health of your spine is directly proportional to the health of the rest of your body. That's why, if you want to be healthy, if your family wants to be healthy, you should be seeing a chiropractor for the rest of your life. That's why I plan to get adjusted for the rest of my life. That's why I adjust my kids on a regular basis, and I adjust my wife, and we adjust hundreds and hundreds of patients every single week at our chiropractic office here at New Life Chiropractic. So if you're not currently seeing a chiropractor, that's step 1. And make sure you go to a chiropractor who's actually paying attention to what's going on, not just pain and symptoms. And here's why. You only feel 10% of your nerves. That's it, just 10%. 10% of your nervous system regulates pain and symptoms. 90% of your nervous system that passes through your spine, you don't feel. So if you want to be healthy, you need to address 100%, not just the part that you feel. So it's not just about relieving pain. There are a lot of chiropractors out there that are focused on pain relief, things you can do to feel better. And your care is based upon your pain and symptoms alone. Either your symptoms get better and you don't need chiropractic anymore, or your symptoms don't get better and you don't need chiropractic anymore. This is what your medical doctor will tell you. Drugs are prescribed to treat the symptom, the 10%. Holistic structural corrective health care, which is only about 5 to 10% of chiropractors out there. I guarantee none of these are taking your insurance. None of these are probably recommended by your doctor, because we live in a different model. It's not medical care. It's vitalistic care. It's not alternative medical care. It's holistic, whole body health care. That's what corrective chiropractic is about. That's what we do here at New Life Chiropractic. That's why we take x-rays before you come in. That's why we do progress exams. That's why there's a plan for your care. That's why we're assessing your progress over time, and your adjustments is specific to your individual areas of subluxation, not just where it hurts. And the goal isn't just to feel better, it's to function better. It's to be healthy or it's to thrive. And that's why subluxation is the most dangerous, degenerative, progressive, neurological condition known to modern medical care. And it's the root cause of many health issues, not just pain. So remember, subluxation is a health problem, not a back problem. And if you want to get to the root cause of your health issues, if you want to function and feel better for the rest of your life, you need to be taking care of your spine and nervous system. And chiropractors are the only doctors specifically trained to detect and correct subluxation. Not your massage therapist, not your physical therapist, not your medical doctor, not your neurologist, not an orthopedic doctor, chiropractors. And there's different types of chiropractors. We're not all created equal. So if you're looking for functional corrective care, you need to find a functional corrective chiropractor. That's what we do here at New Life Chiropractic. If you live out of the area or you know somebody who does and you're looking for a chiropractor, comment here below. We can help you find someone in your area. So here's the most important takeaway about chiropractic. Everyone who wants to be healthy needs to be seeing a chiropractor, because those who see chiropractors regularly over time take 85% less pharmaceutical drugs. They go to the hospital 60% less times. They have 59% less days in the hospital, 62% less outpatient surgeries, and overall feel like their health is better seeing a chiropractor regularly. Because the spine is like your suit of armor. It protects your brain and nervous system. It regulates the communication from your brain to your body. And it's what helps your body adapt to stress and life around you. So take care of your spine. This is why we provide home care for our corrective care patients. You may see these things in our office. Neck traction, this is decompressing the brainstem, spinal cord, hydrating those discs, bringing blood flow into those soft tissues, reducing joint fixation, improving mobility, reducing pain and tension. We do the same thing for the mid to lower back with the wobble disc. You see people moving around on these. I do these exercises every day. It's like brushing your teeth for your spine. I encourage our patients to do these exercises every day. We give specific exercise and postural spinal corrective recommendations to our patients based upon their exams and x-rays and their progress. That's why you get a home care kit. This is part of your lifestyle recommendations, is regular care for your spine to keep your nervous system healthy. There's also a number of other healthy habits to help your body recover and deal with the stressful lifestyle we're under, physically, chemically, emotionally. Chiropractic care is number one. We also have foam rolls. Many people are familiar with foam rolls. You can roll different parts of your body to reduce muscle tension and increase mobility. You can do deep tissue massage and trigger point therapies. We work with a lot of massage therapists, body workers, and it's an important part of your health team. Have somebody who can work through your soft tissue issues. We also utilize things like whole body vibration. These are the vibration platforms you see in our office. We use this for neuromuscular reeducation, which is postural support. It can be used for joint pain. It can be used for metabolic function. It can be used for bone and spinal strengthening. Whole body vibration can be used at home. You can do exercises on these. You can use these in gyms. We have them here in the office. Spinal decompression is another therapy that we utilize for disc and nerve problems in the low back and neck. So if you're having herniated disc, bulging discs, you're getting sciatic pain, you're getting numbness and tingling, you're getting chronic degenerative disc pain and joint issues, spinal decompression can help you. Many people end up having back surgery or get dangerous injections or medications for these very same problems. We utilize spinal decompression to decompress the discs and nerves to help the body heal from these issues versus just treat the symptoms. We also utilize things like shockwave therapy and laser therapy, which can help heal damaged tissues, can break up scar tissue, can restore mobility, blood supply, nerve supply to damaged tissues, so your body can actually heal. There's things like saunas and cryotherapy to use heat and cold thermogenesis to stimulate healing and reduce inflammation in your body. Utilizing an anti-inflammatory diet, which we're going to talk about here today. Supplemental care to reduce inflammation and rebuild joints naturally, not ibuprofen, not Advil, not Flexerol, not muscle relaxers, not gabapentin. That's all dangerous interferences to your health, where there's nutrients that can support the natural healing of joint pain and help with your recovery. So these are just some of the things that are available to you both in our office and you can do at home or through other providers through our partnerships and networks where you can get natural solutions to help your body work better. Here's the joint health perspective. So when it comes to your joints, number one is you need collagen peptides. The older you get, the less collagen your body produces. By the time you're 50 years old, you're no longer producing collagen. So we provide that in a natural, holistic, healthy form. We also do curcumin, which is natural anti-inflammatories to reduce inflammation throughout your body, and a joint health supplement, which has things like boswellia, curcumin, ginger, bioflavonoids, and joint health nutrition. So we're actually rebuilding your joints. So rather than breaking down your joints with dangerous medications, you're rebuilding your joints naturally through supplementation and food. We're doing a special discount for everyone who got on here today. 10% off this week on the Joint Health Bundle with this specific code, FITNESS. So make sure you're writing that down, FITNESS. When you come into the office this week, get the Joint Health Bundle, use the code FITNESS, you will get 10% off this Joint Health Bundle. The next part of a healthy lifestyle is nutrition. Not a diet plan, but a nutrition plan. A plan to be healthy, to help your body thrive. You're either feeding health through nutrition or you're feeding sickness through unhealthy nutrition. So don't sabotage your workouts with bad diet. Don't sabotage your life with unhealthy habits. Eat well. Here's the things you want to avoid: sugar and inflammatory oils. These are in all your processed foods. Anything that's processed, most fast foods, most of your box and canned foods are full of sugars and rancid oils that cause massive inflammation that will actually break down your joints and will create a stress response in your body, leading to excess weight, excess stress hormones, worse digestion, weaker immune system, more chronic joint pain, faster arthritis and degeneration. Nothing good comes from here. Also, when you look at the types of foods you're eating, we're going to go through those as well, because the worse foods you have, the more stress and inflammation you create in your body. Here is a list of the hidden sugars that exist in your food, in our food, that we feed to our kids, that you feed to your family. I'm not going to go through all of these, and this isn't all of them. This is some of the sugars that exist. From fruit juice, to brown rice syrup, to dextrin, to cane sugar, to corn syrups, to lactose and galactose, to maltodextrin, to molasses, to honey. Some are better than others. The more natural form you get, the better, but still sugar is not good for us in general. What you want to get a lot more of is fat. Fat has been demonized, like, oh, go low fat, go non-fat, don't eat fat because it'll make you fat. Well, that's the exact opposite of what is true. Now, there are unhealthy fats, saturated fats from fast food, unhealthy processed fats from all these nasty sugars and oils here. Those are not good for you. But many of the healthy fats that come from avocados and nuts and seeds and fish and healthy meats and dairies, these are all amazing for you. They provide energy to your brain and to your body. They make up your cell membranes that protect your cells and your organs. Healthy fat is what allows your body to thrive. So we want to trade in the unhealthy inflammatory fats of processed foods to healthy anti-inflammatory fats that come from natural, holistic foods. So the quality of your food is what matters most. It's not even how much you eat, it's what you eat. It's the quality of that food. You want to get it in its most natural source possible. USDA organic, non-genetically modified, healthy at its best. So let's talk about some of those. When it comes to meats, beef, for example, ton of nutrients in the right form. Now, cows are supposed to eat grass. That's what's healthy. That's what's normal for a cow. When a cow eats grass, they build healthy proteins, many minerals like magnesium and iron and selenium and zinc, healthy proteins, B vitamins, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, all the things your body needs to thrive. And that can also come in forms of dairy, of raw unprocessed cheese, raw unprocessed dairy products. And that comes from grass-fed cows. Now, cows that are conventional eat grain. Grain is not good for cows. Cows are not designed to eat grain. And that grain is often sprayed with pesticides and herbicides and is genetically modified. So now these cows are eating unhealthy, poisoned food, which makes them sick. Now they're getting antibiotics. Now they're getting vaccines. Now they're developing unhealthy fats, and that goes into you. Now you got to be careful. You may see organic beef. That doesn't necessarily mean grass-fed. It may say grass-fed or grass-finished. Grass-finished means they ate grains their whole life and then ate grass at the end. That does not create a healthy cow. You may also see grass-fed that's grain-finished to help fatten them up at the end. That doesn't create as healthy of a cow. What you want to look for is 100% grass-fed. That means they were grass-fed and grass-finished. Now, another thing is fish. So when you look at fish, there's farm-raised and there's wild-caught. When it comes to any type of fish, you want to get wild-caught. And if you look at the difference, the wild salmon has significantly less calories, it has less fat, it contains more minerals and nutrients than the farm-raised. The farm-raised is also typically fed grain. They're not raised in a healthy environment. They don't have the omega-3 fatty acid content that you need for the anti-inflammatory properties. And if you look at this here, you can even just tell the difference in color. So any type of fish, wild caught. When it comes to poultry, this is going to be eggs, this is going to be chicken, this is going to be turkey. You want to make sure that you're getting the healthiest. Now they're going to have cage-free. Cage-free is not healthy. That means they let them out of the cage for like 5-10 minutes a day. There's pasture-raised, which is healthier. That means they're raised more in the pasture, but they still may be caged. They're not going to be as healthy. What you want is free range. Free range means there's consistently free ranging. This is the healthiest eggs, healthiest chicken, healthiest turkey. You want it to be also organic, so they're not giving them herbicides, pesticides, unhealthy foods. They're not injecting them with chemicals and antibiotics and hormones. So you want 100% grass-fed, wild-caught, and free-range, pasture-raised poultry. Now, where do you find all these things? Some of these you can get at your local stores, but you got to be a bit of a detective. You got to shop. You got to read the labels. You got to understand what you're getting. And know that you're going to spend a little bit more. Not a lot more, but a little bit more to get the higher quality foods. Which again, is your health a priority to you? I get we all have financial constraints in a way. But almost always there's an area maybe you can cut back to invest in better health. And when that comes to your food, don't eat out. Don't go to Starbucks. Don't go to fast food. Don't go to dinners out. Because those are all the unhealthy sources of food in the first place. You're going to save hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month that you can put back towards the healthy natural foods for you and your family. So not only are you going to eat healthier, feel better, and be better, but you're going to save money too. If you're looking for a great resource, we've been using ButcherBox for my family for a while. If you scan this code, you'll get a discount on your first box. They have all the things we talked about: wild-caught fish, free-range and pasture-raised poultry, organic, 100% grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish. You can get all that from ButcherBox at a very reasonable price, delivered right to your house. Saves you time, saves you money, gets the best quality. So go ahead and scan this QR code here with your phone right now so we can get on there and get a discount on your first box. We also get a lot of healthy foods from Costco, Sprouts, Whole Foods. Those are the best. Sometimes you can find it at Raley's or Safeway, but you've really got to look. The first ones I mentioned have the most abundant resources for healthy, natural food. And based upon the quality of your food, there's two key plans you want to focus on. Number one is the core plan. This is your long-term thriving health plan. This is lots of healthy fats, avoiding all the inflammatory seed oils, all the inflammatory fats and meats. This is naturally raised animal products. This is organic, non-GMO, whole grains, ancient grains. This is organic variety of fruits and vegetables, natural. Natural from the earth, not processed, not in a box, not in a can. The best stuff. Full of all the vitamins and nutrients and minerals that your body needs to thrive. There's also the advanced plan. So the advanced plan is if you're struggling with chronic pain, you want to lose weight, you have current health problems, you have diagnosable disease, and you want to help heal your body through nutrition. We need to get all the stresses out there. So now we're doing no grains, no sugar, only very low sugar fruits and berries like green apples and blueberries and raspberries. Still all naturally raised protein products, no damaged fats, still lots of healthy fats. This is the advanced plan. We have resources to help you with these. We have entire workshops on the same YouTube channel all about nutrition. If this seems like a lot or is confusing, don't let yourself get overwhelmed. We are here to help you as your guide implementing these healthy habits. One of my absolute favorite nutrition supplements, I do recommend supplements. I use a lot of supplements, and here's why. Because our food, even in its best form, is nutrient deficient due to many, many years of over-farming, unhealthy farming practices, and just the fact that we have such an industrial process these days. So I do supplement certain things. One of my most favorite supplements is the Men's Daily Essentials. This is why this is so huge. It has all the things your body needs: multivitamin, minerals, nutrients, all the building blocks of your protein, cells, tissues, and organs. It has omega-3 fatty acids, which is vital to reducing inflammation in your body. It has B vitamins, which provide energy for your cells. It has vitamin D, which is vital for your immune system, for your bones, for your skeletal system. And it has magnesium. Magnesium is for your muscular system and also for the health of your cells and your immune system and your digestion. All these things come in one simple pack. And when you're taking this pack, which is a little over $3 a day, less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks, you're getting all the nutrients that your body needs to thrive on a regular basis. Bone and muscle strength, stress and mood support, immune and brain function, energy and endurance, heart and prostate health, complete men's nutritional support. So for all you guys out there that's looking at what could I take that's going to have the biggest effect? Men's Daily Essential. Comes in an easy packet. You put it in your pocket. I take it with me on my vacation. I bring it to the office with me for lunch. This is also discounted this week for all those that are on this live Health Talk. 10% off with code word Daily Essentials. Daily Essentials. Daily Essentials. Write that down. Daily Essentials. Next time you come into the office, use the code word Daily Essentials. You'll save 10% off this amazing health bundle. The next part of healthy nutrition is hydration. Water. Our bodies are made up mostly of water, so make sure you're drinking a lot of it. And you also want to make sure you're getting filtered water, not tap water, water that is absorbable through your body. A lot of people ask me, how much water should I drink? As a rule of thumb, you should be drinking half your body weight in ounces. Half your body weight. You weigh 100 pounds, 50 ounces of water. You weigh 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water. It's not just 8 cups a day. It's not a gallon a day. It depends on who you are, how big you are, how much you weigh. That's how much water you should drink. Always filter and clean your water. Always use the right drinking receptacles. That's going to be stainless steel. That's going to be glass. If you have to use plastic, make sure it's BPA free. You don't want to use the reusable plastic bottles. You don't want to use, the ones that you buy at the store. That's a bunch of plastic. Not good for you. That gets into your body. That causes toxicity problems. Denatures your water. Not a good thing. So make sure you're getting a great drinking receptacle. Stainless steel, glass is what's best. We also want to make sure you're getting hydration Electrolytes is the best way to do that. Electrolytes gets water into your cells and optimizes your hydration. I like Element because it's natural, no sugars, no processed junk. It's the best for your body. There's a lot of other electrolytes out there. Most of them aren't good for you because they have all the things we previously mentioned. They have dyes, they have artificial colors and flavors, they have sucralose, they have maltodextrin, they have high fructose corn syrup even sometimes. You look at things like Gatorade, which talks about how it's great for hydration, electrolytes. Element, simple, easy packet. You pour into your water. It's delicious. It hydrates your body. These are like $1 or $2 a stick. Very inexpensive. I use these every single day. When I'm out there activity, maybe I'm playing 18 holes of golf, or I'm out there on a hike or a jog, or I'm at the lake all day, I'll take 2 or 3 of these. I feel amazing. When I don't, I feel the difference. So I encourage you, especially now that we're in summer here, make sure you're hydrating. Element is a great way to do that. We have it right here in the office in multiple different flavors. So now that we've talked about the importance of your spinal structure and your nervous system, we talked about how to fuel your body with proper nutrition, how to hydrate your body for energy. We want to talk about how to move your body, exercise. Exercise is so huge for your mood, your energy, your sleep, your digestion, your immune system, your physical health. All that is related to exercise. We are designed to move. If you don't move, your body will break down. It will build dysfunction and disease. There is no doubt. It's completely researched, 100% true. So let's talk about how to get your body moving. We're going to talk about the 5 essential types of fitness. That's right, 5. Here we go. Number 1 is strength. So strength is your body's ability to move weight under load. Strength is typically low repetition, high weight. This is going to be workout sets of 4 to 6 with a longer rest, like at least 90 seconds in between each one of the sets. We're really breaking down those muscles. That's what strength is. Everyone should be focusing on some level of strength. Obviously, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to hurt yourself, but strength is important. Strength helps build muscle mass and muscle resiliency. And one of the biggest determiners to aging well and living a long, healthy life is maintaining muscle mass. And one of the best ways to maintain muscle mass is through resistance training. So strength training should be done at least once a week, and we'll dive into that. There's also power, speed, mobility, and balance. So again, strength. Consistent strength training, increasing the firing of your muscles, builds that muscle resiliency. Now, you should be doing this at least 1 to 2 times a week and have 48 hours in between each muscle group. So if you're in a time where you're doing strength, spread those days out. Do maybe upper body one day, lower body another day. Give yourself a break in between, because as you break down the muscles, you got to build them back up. So strength requires resistance. This can be done through something as simple as body weighting. If you're at that fitness level, it can be something as advanced as high weightlifting. Number 2 is power. Power is your ability to generate high amounts of energy in a short period of time. So power is dynamic movement, plyometrics, box jumps, bounds, jump roping, quick dynamic movements. Power is essential because sometimes we need to exert a lot of effort quickly. And that's what power does for you. So in these ones, you want to do higher reps, maybe once or twice a week. Right? This would be your CrossFit. This would be your agility classes. This would be different types of training into this area to really help out with the power type movements. There's also speed. This is traveling distances as quickly as possible. You have slow twitch muscle fibers and you have fast twitch muscle fibers. So speed and power are fast twitch muscle fibers. These are your red fibers. These are ones that are only trained through speed and agility and power, which is done in quick bursts to be able to do that. So speed training is also really important. That could be sprints, that could be water running, that could be biking. High intensity, quick, short duration movements is what builds speed. When it comes to strength and low resistance exercise, that's your white muscle fibers. Those are for endurance, where we can go for longer periods of time, right? And that's why we want to have mobility. So mobility is moving your body. This could be yoga, this could be flexibility, this could be the foam rolling, this is stretching. Mobility is an essential part of your fitness. This should be part of your fitness routine that you're doing every single week, right? This could also be deep tissue work. This could be trigger points. This is so vital. I find a lot of people don't really do mobility work, or they only do it when it hurts. Mobility should be done on a regular basis. Ideally, every time you work out, you do at least 5 minutes of mobility. That could be a warm-up, 5 minutes of movement of your body. Ideally, it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after. And having at least one day a week where you're doing 10 or more minutes of mobility. Again, that's yoga, that's foam rolling, that's stretching, that's going to be massage, that's going to be trigger point therapy. All these things are types of mobility. Even chiropractic adjustments improve mobility of the spine. And spinal mobility will help improve mobility in the rest of your body. The last part of fitness is balance. So balance is your coordination. This is especially important later in life. Balance is done through balance type exercises. This can be done standing on one foot, doing exercises. It can be done on the whole body vibe. It can be done on something like this, like a Bosu ball or a balance disc. Anytime you're putting your body in an unstable environment, doing one-sided exercises, doing one-legged lifts, all of these are dynamic that create balance and coordination. You should be able to stand on one leg for 30 to 60 seconds. That's what would be considered healthy. As you get older, maybe that's only 10 to 20 seconds. But if you're under 50 years old, you should be able to stand on one leg for at least 30 seconds. If not, you really need to work on your balance training, because that's going to lead to injuries, that's going to lead to slower recovery, that's going to lead to less performance, and that's going to lead to falls. Not good. If you're over 60 years old, you should be able to stand on one leg for at least 10 to 20 seconds. That's what would be considered healthy and normal. So start practicing these balance exercises. As you can see right now, I'm standing on one leg. I'm working on my balance and coordination. And through this, you can start doing different types of dynamic movements to build that balance. You also want to learn how to stand with your eyes closed and be able to maintain balance and not get too much sway. And then eventually be able to do eyes closed on one leg, which is a little bit harder. Takes a little bit more focus, right? That one you should be able to do 5 to 10 seconds over time in the right type of an environment. So remember the 5 types of physical fitness: strength, power, mobility, speed, and balance. You want to be working on all 5 to be truly fit. Now there's 2 different types of exercises. There's low impact exercises, right? So this is going to be like swimming or elliptical or yoga. You're not putting a lot of stress on your body. You're not putting high level resistance. It's typically slow over a longer period of time. This can build your endurance. This can build those white muscle fibers. This is important to incorporate this. This could be something as simple as a walk. And ideally, you want to get these in outside. So you can go bike riding, you can go paddle boarding, you can go for a walk. Running is a little higher impact, but a slow jog may be a little bit better. But as much as possible, get outside for these lower impact types of exercises. They should be part of your health routine. How many days a week are you getting outside and going for a walk, going paddle boarding, going boating, going for a bike ride? All these things are very, very healthy for you, for your kids, for your entire family, to do this on a regular basis. Again, minimum, at least 150 minutes of exercise per week. That's not a lot. Even just something as simple as 20 to 30 minutes a day of low impact exercise reduces your heart attack risk by over 50%. So now we've looked at a way to reduce your heart attack risk by exercise and by posture, now through nutrition as well. So you can see how these habits build a healthy lifestyle. There's also short duration, high intensity exercise. This would be your speed. This would be your power. This is really where you're getting the physiological benefits of exercise in growth hormone production, testosterone. You're creating anti-aging, burning fat, building muscle through high intensity exercise. So this really helps, especially to up your fitness. You should be doing this 1 to 2 times a week. This would be your Metcons. This would be Tabata workouts. Again, this would be your fitness classes. This would be your CrossFit classes. These are things that you could do on your own. You could do as simple as, for 1 minute, do as many air squats as you can. Do as many push-ups as you can. Running and jogging in place. These are simple things. You can do this at home in as little as 10 minutes a day. You can do an amazing high-intensity exercise where you're doing 20 seconds on or 20 seconds off, or 1 minute on and 1 minute off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. The key is that you're working as hard as you can during that 20, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then resting, and then doing it again, and doing that over and over for 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. This is not something you want to do for a half an hour or an hour long. These are shorter exercises. That's why it's called short duration, high intensity exercise. Now, when we're doing lower impact, cardio, walking, running, maybe even some strength training, you're going to get a metabolic benefit during the time you exercise. Good for your heart, good for your physiology, benefits your musculoskeletal system. Now, the reason why you want to get the high intensity workouts in 1 or 2 days a week is because you're going to get the afterburn effect, right? This is really cool. So now you work out for 12 minutes, but you're getting the physiological benefits for up to 36 hours. So you're burning fat, building muscle for 36 hours from the one workout you did for 12 minutes. That's the power of these high intensity workouts. That's why I really, really like these. So you want to get a balance. You don't want to just do the same thing. You don't just want to go in the gym and do push-ups every single time. You don't want to always do the metabolic conditioning. You don't want to always do power movements. You want to do a combination. You don't want to just do yoga 5 days a week. You want to do a combination of these things. Now, all those are healthy forms of exercise. And if you're already doing it, great. Keep doing it. If you're not, start adding some of these in. And when you're exercising, you get the added benefit of detoxification. That's another one of the 5 essentials, minimizing toxins. When you move your body, you bring up your body temperature and you sweat. Your skin is the largest organ in your body. And one of the best ways to get rid of toxin is through elimination. Elimination comes from hydration, and you're urinating that out, cleansing your kidneys, cleansing your cells, hydrating your body. Elimination number 2 is through your digestive system, and that's through your diet, that's through movement, that's through healthy habits. And then number 3 is through sweat. So you're eliminating 1, 2, and 3. That's what's ideal. So now your body's able to push out the toxins, the things that your body doesn't need. It's not stored up inside, festering, causing disease. It's getting out of your body. That's why all these things are necessary. To properly eliminate, you need a healthy spine and nervous system. You need to be eating the right types of foods. You need to be well hydrated. You need to make sure you're moving your body regularly, and you're getting lots of sleep and rest. When you're doing that, you're eliminating toxins. That's the way your body's designed. That's what's healthy. That's what's normal. If you're not eliminating toxins, we have lots of ways to help you detox and open those pathways up. Long term, it's going to be from these healthy habits. So here's our action steps and takeaways today. You may think this feels like drinking from a fire hose. I get where you're at. I felt the same way many times. That's why this is being recorded. This is going to go right back on our YouTube channel immediately after this talk here. So if you want to go back and retouch on this, relearn any of the principles, and I highly, highly encourage you to share it with others. The link will be right there, right once we finish this. And if you subscribe to the channel, which I highly recommend you do, you will get alerts when things are posted. New content comes out. We have updates through our channel. So that way you can get the most updated news and education on healthy living through New Life Chiropractic and Max Living. So health, it's all about your habits. I hope you learned that by now. And it's consistent habits. It's not doing it for a month or 2 or even 6 months or a year. It's creating a lifestyle around healthy habits. That's where the real benefits come from. That's where you're going to get all the things you want in your life. Health is not a quick fix. It's not a destination. It's a journey. So even if you're not where you are in your journey right now, even if you've been doing some of these things but you're not seeing the benefits, don't quit. Don't give up. Don't say it's not working for you. It will work. It just needs time and consistency and habits. So let's talk about some of those habits. Movement habits. Engage in regular movement every day, at least 150 minutes a week. 150 minutes. We can all do that. Come on, that's a little over 20 minutes a day. 150 minutes a week. This is your challenge for the next 30 days. Move 20 minutes a day. Resistance training 3 days a week. That could be strength. That could be power, balance, and agility. At least 3 days a week. You need that resistance training. We need the muscle mass to stay up. Healthy for your brain, healthy for your body. Helps you age gracefully. Get regularly scheduled adjustments. So important. At least once a week. If you're in initial intensive care, 2 to 3 times a week. If you're in wellness maintenance care, 2 to 4 times a month. Perform your exercises, your spinal health exercises every day. Every day, it's like brushing your teeth. You do it to be healthy, not to treat pain, not when things are hurting. Sleep. Sleep is so vital. If you work out and you don't sleep, you're not going to recover. You're not going to come back stronger. You got to sleep at least 7 to 8 hours a night. That's what's normal. Go to bed at a consistent time, wake up at a consistent time. Create a healthy sleep environment. You need that recovery to come back healthier and stronger. Create habits around your meals. When do you eat? Follow a nutrition plan. Do what's called mindfulness eating. Don't eat watching TV. Don't eat on your phone. Don't eat driving. Don't eat at your computer or your desk. Sit down and eat and focus on what you're doing. Intentional, mindful eating helps with digestion, helps you not overeat, helps with your mood. Get rid of the refined sugars. Get rid of the refined grains. Get rid of the seed oils. Get rid of the healthy, toxic foods, meats, products, processed foods, sugars, and oils. Get rid of all that stuff. Get out in the light. Get out in light early and often. It sets your circadian rhythm. It gives you energy. Improves your immune system. It helps you sleep. Reduce the light at night. Turn off the lights. Wear blue light blocking glasses. Turn down the screens. That's what keeps you from sleeping. That's what's going to interrupt your sleep. Stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. Half your body weight in ounces every single day. Add in the electrolytes. Clean, filtered water only. Don't use tap water. Don't use plastic containers. Environment. Clean out your personal care products. Non-toxic only. Cleaning products, personal care products, cosmetics, clothes. Non-toxic, organic, holistic. Get out in nature. 4 hours per week. That's your goal. 4 hours. That's it. Go for a walk outside. Sit outside with your morning coffee. Sit outside in the evening. Get outdoors. Get more sun. 4 hours a week. So we're moving 150 hours a week. Or 150 minutes. So you can get 2 hours just by going outside and walking. Super simple, right? So, after all this, do you need help with your health plan? Would you like some more specific guidance on any one of these essentials? Your chiropractic care, your nutrition, your physiology, what supplements you should be taking, how to lose weight, how to implement a healthy exercise program. We're here to help you. We are your 5 Essentials guide. As a result of being on here, you can schedule a complimentary 5 Essentials consultation with Dr. Thor. He's doing our health and nutrition here in the office. He can help understand your current goals and help give you a plan to be able to do that. Again, this initial session is complimentary. Just sign up below. All you got to do is text our office number, 916-259-2682. Send a simple text. I'm interested in doing a complimentary 5 Essentials health consult. I was at the workshop, and we'll get back to you. If you're not a current patient, make sure to leave your contact information. You can also email us, newlifechiropracticrockland@gmail.com. Send us an email. I want to sign up for the complimentary 5 Essentials consult. Or you can comment here in this live workshop. If you comment here, someone from our team will add you to the list. We'll reach out to you. we'll schedule that complimentary 5 Essentials consultation. This is to make sure that we're supporting and guiding you through implementing and creating the healthy habits that's going to help you thrive and keeping you accountable and consistent to these habits so you can live your best life. I'm so glad you joined us here today. I can't wait to celebrate the wins in your life and in your health as you consistently add in these habits. We do these workshops every month. Sometimes they're online like this, sometimes they're in person in the office. I highly, highly encourage you to keep showing up. You may think, I've heard that before. I've done these workshops 10, 15 times sometimes. I learn something or remind myself of something every single time I do it. The best people in the world are not constantly doing new things. They're constantly mastering the basics over and over and over again. The best basketball players to ever live, what did they work on? Not some crazy 360 dunk or a half-court shot. It was making free throws. The best golfers in the world are not sitting there thinking about how to just hit a 400-yard drive or how to hit some special shot around a tree. They're practicing their putts. They're practicing their stroke over and over and over again. And that's why they're the best in the world. Your ability to do the boring, consistent things over and over again is your ability to be healthy. That's really what it's about. And this is an opportunity to help create those habits, guide you through, and make sure you're staying accountable to be successful as you're creating the lifestyle that you want. And share this with others. We are on a mission to help as many people as possible live a healthy life naturally. And if you don't tell them about chiropractic and these health principles, who will? Not their doctor, not their insurance plan. They're not going to see it on a billboard on the highway or at the mall. They're not going to read about it in a magazine. It's not going to come in on their social media feed. If you don't tell them, who will? The people in your life need you to step up and share with them these chiropractic principles. If your family's not in, get them in. This is our Men's Health Week. We're doing a special discount for families to come in this week. Normally it's $199 for our initial health evaluation, which is super cheap when you look at how much medical care costs these days. We're doing it this week for only $40. Just $40. That's it. $40 to come in and find out how your body's functioning. Get a look at your nervous system and have specific action steps and recommendations for your health. So that's step one. Schedule your health consult. Get your spine and nervous system checked. Number two, create healthy habits. Number three, stay consistent. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Dr. Tim Smith from New Life Chiropractic, your Max Living Chiropractor.